I secured my spot at the elite Ivy Academy with the highest rank in my grade. On the day the admission letters arrived, everyone was celebrating my success. Suddenly, a guy who had failed his exams threw a massive fit on campus. He even brought reporters to livestream my supposed downfall. He screamed that I didn't deserve my spot and that my grades were all fake. He claimed my family paid someone to take the SATs for me to get that letter. He even pulled out a stack of fake evidence, swearing I was a fraud. The internet went wild instantly. Teachers and students around me began to whisper as the cameras pointed at me. He stood in the center of the crowd, gloating, waiting for me to be ruined. I watched his little performance and let out a soft laugh. I was a pre-admitted scholar. While the rest of the country was sweating over exams, I was at home packing. I was getting ready for the Ivy Academy's freshman elite camp. I never even stepped foot in an exam hall, so how could I have used a proxy? Dexter Vance's face was beet red as he screamed into the camera. "Look at her! This is Elena Sterling!" he yelled. "Her top rank is a lie. She cheated on every single test. She paid someone to take her finals. Look at her. She can't even afford designer clothes. How could someone from her background get into an Ivy? She's a total fraud." I wanted to explain that I was the sole heir to the Sterling medical dynasty. I was only hiding my identity to focus on my studies in peace. I didn't buy expensive prep books because I had mastered the material years ago, but before I could speak, reporters shoved microphones into my face. "Elena, Dexter claims your grades are fake. What's your side of the story? Ivy Academy is the most prestigious school in the country. Aren't you afraid of prison? The internet wants the truth. Are you just going to stay silent?" The crowd's murmurs grew louder with every question. "She's pretty, but I guess she's rotten on the inside," one girl whispered. "I heard hiring someone to take exams costs a fortune. Maybe she's a sugar baby?" I stared coldly at the reporters. "You are broadcasting my face without my consent," I said. "Do you realize you're violating my privacy and image rights?" The reporters froze for a second. Dexter immediately jumped in front of them, acting like a hero. "Freedom of the press. They are exposing the truth. You've committed a crime and now you want to gag them? You're scared." I looked at the screen of one of the phones. The comments were scrolling so fast they were a blur of insults. Trashy people come from trashy backgrounds. I knew it. Ivy Academy needs to revoke her admission. Don't let her stain the school. She should be banned from education forever. What a disgrace. I let out a sharp scoff and looked at the reporters. "Fine. I hope you don't regret this. Once this stream ends, I will be suing every single one of you." The reporters' expressions shifted, but the lure of views kept their cameras rolling. Dexter held up some grainy fake photos of a girl in an exam hall. "The law? You're the one going to jail," he barked. "I have the proof. I'm tearing that mask off your face today." I looked at him with total calm. "You call me a fraud, but how do you plan to prove your words are true?" Just then, a man stepped out from the crowd. It was Coach Burke, the PE teacher. He had a stern, righteous look on his face. "Dexter is telling the truth. I can vouch for him. Elena Sterling is a quiet student, but she never cared about her studies. She skipped classes all the time," he announced to the cameras. I narrowed my eyes at him. Last month, Coach Burke had collapsed on the field with a severe heart attack. I was the one who saved his life using my family's secret pressure point techniques. Since then, he had always nodded at me kindly and even bought me drinks. I never expected him to bite the hand that fed him. I could see a flicker of strange, dark hatred in his eyes. "That's not all. Her private life is a total mess," Burke added. "She'd sneak out of the dorms at night to hook up with sketchy men. She's a disgrace to this school's reputation. As an educator, I can't stay silent anymore. I have to expose her." The crowd exploded into insults and mockery. I suppressed my anger and kept my voice icy. "Do you know the legal consequences of defamation, Coach?" Dexter laughed. "The law